Well, the family of a little girl prosecutors say died at the hands of her mother's boyfriend. They're wearing T-shirts with her image during the defendant's trial. Good evening, I'm Greg Kerr.
And I'm Kelly Phillips. Thank you for joining us. The brother of the little girl testified today against the man charged with the crime. The little boy says he saw his mother's boyfriend punch the little girl twice. KFDM's Haley BullThe is covering the trial. She joins us in the studio with more on the testimony and what the little girl's brother told the jury. Haley?
The 7-year-old described to jurors holding his sister, Ja'Kyra Henderson, on the morning of January 15, 2012. She was at an assisted living center where her mother was employed. The mother had brought Ja'Kyra, his brother, and her boyfriend there while she was working. The little boy was 5 at the time. He said the boyfriend, Odom, got up to go to the restroom. The boy says Odom placed Ja'Kyra on his lap. Her brother said he put his ear on her chest to see if she was breathing. He testified he just tapped and tapped and tapped, and he heard her heart beeping. But when his mother checked on her, he says her heart wasn't beeping anymore. When attorneys ask if he ever saw Odom hit his sister in the stomach, he says yes, twice. At one point, the little boy showed jurors how he says he saw Odom punch her. He describes getting whoopings at the hands of Odom when he couldn't tie his shoes or when Ja'Kyra struggled with potty training. He says Ja'Kyra told him she wanted her mother and wanted to tell her that Odom had been hitting her. He was just one witness in an emotional day of testimony exactly 2 years after Ja'Kyra's death. Her family wore these shirts filled with pictures of the little girl. Relatives of both Ja'Kyra and Odom filled Judge John Stevens' courtroom. The jury also heard from a pediatrician and a woman who called Crimestoppers. That woman says the little boy told her he was afraid of Odom and saw him kick and punch Ja'Kyra in the stomach. An investigator says that Crimestoppers tip reopened the investigation and that Odom didn't cooperate. A consulting pediatrician testifying saying it would take the strength of an adult to induce those injuries. Relatives of Odom disagree, though. They say there's not enough evidence and point to discrepancies in the child's story. They say Odom thought that the child was his and treated it like it was his. If convicted, Odom could face up to life in prison on one charge and up to 20 years on a second charge. The trial continues tomorrow. Reporting live in the studio, Haley BullThe, KFDM 6 News.